Look at all the virtual fans clapping for you. Yeah. See, that's what we like to see. He actually doesn't feel alone here now.
I know. Look at that. I've gotten used to this with the voice, you know, because we have that at the studio too, as a virtual audience back there, and it makes it feel a little bit better. I wish they were actually here, but it feels a little better, right?
Do you guys wish you were actually here too, watching and waving? Yes, they all do. What if they said no? What if they're like, we thought this was Luke Bryan's show?
I'm not sure. Some of them did say no, I think, if I was looking.
Do you, with being off the road for so long and the pandemic, do you know all the words to your songs?
Buddy, let me tell you something. I am freaking out right now, especially, you know, minimum wage and Happy Anywhere. We got a new song called Bible Verses that's on this album, and I haven't done these things. Like, I've done minimum wage now a couple of times, Happy Anywhere maybe 3 times, and then when we do Bible verses in a little while, I mean, literally, I may pass out because I'm so nervous about forgetting the words. It's brand new to me. Remember that. It's brand new performing this song for me.
But my question is, do you still remember all the words to the old songs?
No.
Once I saw Elton John perform a small show, and he had a prompter for every single word because he had a ton of hits, and you're at that stage, too, where you can't even fit all your number ones in a show.
I'm at the Elton John stage.
Are you?
Yeah. You know, I got to say, I was doing an interview a couple of days ago and promoting the album, and Nobody But You came up in the interview, and I literally could not think, not only could I not think of the words of the song, I couldn't even think of the title of the song. I had to get my phone out, stop the interview, look at my iTunes, and find the name of the song. That's bull crap, man.
That is us getting older.
It's been a while. Don't hold it against me if I screw everything up from here on out.
The tour kicks off in Omaha August 18th, and I guess that's where the tour was suspended in 2020, right?
Yeah,
and you're going to go back. I can admire that. You're going back to where you should have been already.
I think, as far as I know, we're making up all the shows that we had left. Don't hold me to that, but I think we're making them and trying to honor all that if we can. But we were building the stage that day in Omaha, and finally it was like, man, I don't think we can do this tonight. We just need to get out of here and go home, and that was it. You're right.
Do you still find fulfillment in the live shows? I mean, you're doing so much. Is that still an important part of what makes you feel good about being a performer?
You know, to be honest, I didn't miss it for that first year, last year. I mean, here we're talking about 20 years of this, you know, and then because these last few months is when we've normally been touring the last few years, and it's really started to get to me a little bit, and I was able to spend some time with John Anderson last month, and it really made me miss that tour because he was on with us last couple of years, and it made me miss playing live, and so I'm dying to get back out there now, but I was thankful for the break. You know, I hated the circumstances, but the break did me a lot of good.
I bet it's got to be cool too to ask a guy like Trace Adkins, to come out and be on the road with you and be like, hey, come out on this tour. Like to have your buddy out there.
Trace Adkins has almost become like a giant skin tag on me. Like he's just everywhere I go is this Trace. He's like, you know, Jabba the Hutt had that little thing that he had down there. You know, that I'm the little thing and Jabba is Trace. We're always together. You know.
It's a skin tag, folks.
Skin tag.
All right.
It's a big one.
I think we should play another song. Let us talk about your #1 song with Gwen, Happy Anywhere, which, by the way, is on Body Language. Why was this song the right choice to be released as your first single from the record?
Well, it was a hard decision to make, honestly, because we had just had Nobody But You. I remembered at that time, Nobody But You, and that was our first like big promoted mainstream single that we had, but I wanted to come with Happy Anywhere next, which was also a duet, and we had to have this conversation, you know, on my team and the label. It's like, man, can you do that? Do people do that? Like, are y'all a duo now? Or it's like, no, it's just I still think this is the best next song that we had to come with, and I felt like it was the perfect timing. You know, people were all quarantined wherever they went to go hide out for a while, and so I just thought the idea of the song, the lyrics and everything really fit with what was happening in the world at that moment too.